Welcome to the Breakaway Entrepreneur Podcast, where master business coach Janet Fish and her special guests explore the characteristics and traits that lead entrepreneurs to success. Get ready for real conversations of what it takes to overcome real challenges and break away from your competition. Here's your host, Janet Fish.
Hey, Breakaway Entrepreneurs, it is Janet, and it is right before Thanksgiving. And so in this episode, I want to share with you the 5 things that I'm grateful for as we go into the end of 2020 and as we head towards what will be definitely a different Thanksgiving than I think most of us have, at least for me, have experienced. I mean, I was going to go with my family, but they're having just a few too many people at the celebration for my comfort level. And so I decided to not do that. So I'm going to go to just a friend's house, just a couple, and hang out there. So the sacrifices we make for the greater good, and hopefully come early 2021, we will be through this pandemic in this crazy time. Even though we are in this crazy time, there are many things that I'm thankful for, and I'm just going to share 5 of them. There's many more than 5, but I'm going to share the 5 things that I'm grateful for heading into Thanksgiving of 2020. So the first thing I am thankful for is you, my podcast listeners. I started this podcast almost a year ago, January of 2020. And I didn't know where it was going to go, and I didn't know what it was going to look like. And I'm just having a hell of a great time with it. And I want to thank you as the listeners, because if you weren't listening, I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't continue to do it. I've gotten such great feedback from a lot of you. Thank you for those kind words. I just want to say, like I said, a heartfelt thank you. You push me to be a better podcast interviewer, a podcast host. You push me to do things I never thought I could do as I try to take the podcast to different places and try different things in response to some of the things that I've been asked from you, the listener. So I appreciate that. You challenge me to bring you better guests and better information and better ways to serve you as entrepreneurs, as breakaway entrepreneurs. And you inspire me to show up every week, my better self. And I have learned so much. I have been able to create some unbelievable relationships, not just with the listeners, but with my guests and also other podcast hosts and other people in the podcast industry. I never even thought about that as a benefit when I started the podcast, but heck, I've got partnerships and relationships, and it's been fun, and it has given me, some great joy to move forward. Like I said, it's far exceeded my expectations. I've gotten so many benefits that I never anticipated when I launched this in January 17th, 2020. So I'm thankful to all of you in my podcast world for making this just a great experience for me. Secondarily, I want to thank all of my past and present clients. We all start somewhere, and I started back in 2005, and I remember I had graduated from this absolutely grueling coaching certification program that I was in. And oh my God, I never sweat more in my whole life than those. We had to break boards. We had to be coached and coach in front of not only the certification staff, but all of our peers. It was really one of the most difficult things that I've ever been through. But I remember I sailed, I'm the top of my class, and I immediately got 27 new clients. And I thought, oh my gosh, like what am I doing? And I didn't know what I was doing. I mean, I had taken what I had learned from my certification, and I applied it. But oh geez, I remember some of those first clients. I'm sorry for any of you who might have been them, but we all start somewhere, and we take what we learn, and we use what's in our gut, and I strive to be the best servant I can to my clients. I use my intuition, but deep in my heart, my desire has always been, and it continues to be, the desire, to serve and to help every one of my clients to the best of my absolute ability. So 15 years worth of clients still going strong. I just want to thank you for being there and for giving me the ability to help, which gives me the utmost and the most amazing amount of satisfaction. So thank you for that. Third on the list is thank you for partners, both present and future. It's interesting when I started. Okay, so I've been coaching for a really long time, and it was only so in my world of coaching. I have online courses, I have books and workshops and workbooks. I sold group coaching and I sold private coaching. And actually pre-COVID, that's what I sold. That was like my blinders on of what I brought to my community. But since then, since the pandemic, since the shutdown, we've all had to look at different ways that we grow our business. And one of the biggest things that I have seen play a role in my business expansion has been partnerships. I knew it was an area I always wanted to grow in. I've always wanted to partner with other people, and I'm a people person. So I always wanted to let's go do some things together. And I could never quite figure out how to do that. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened or how it happened, but I was forced to look at doing things in a different way. And partnerships are playing a big role in that. And they will play an ever expanding role in the growth of not only my business, but my ability to reach more people as we go into 2021. So I'm thankful for my existing partners, and I'm very much looking forward to the new partnerships that I get to see and I get to explore in 2021. So watch out, because here we come. So we have some pretty exciting stuff coming in 2021. So I look forward to that, and I look forward to sharing it with you. Number 4 is friends and family, and we can't forget that, which for me includes my 2 dogs. So I have these 2 fabulous little dogs, and if you spent any amount of time listening, or you've actually gone through my courses, inevitably you'll hear a dog barking somewhere in the background. They're pretty good about that, but every once in a while you might hear that. So 2 dogs that I love dearly, and then my friends and my family. And it's been interesting because in the last, my family I've been able to see because they're fairly close by, and we're all kind of keeping it pretty under wraps as far as out and about and protecting ourselves. But my friends, it's been a little bit different. I have some friends that I haven't really been able to see since all this started. So I just want to say how grateful I am for your friendship, how much it means to me, and how much I'm looking forward to when we can get back to seeing each other face to face, because I really, really miss it. And if you're listening out there, my homies in Tahoe, you know who I'm talking about. And then I want to give a special shout out to my sister, Kathy. So Kathy is my Friday golf buddy. We play almost every Friday. We play every Friday that we can. And it has been the most meaningful thing. It's the most meaningful day of my week. And it's just been so, I don't know, so important to me. I mean, it's been the one thing that allows me to get out of the house consistently, and then just deepening the bond with someone that I love dearly. She and I are very different and yet I appreciate her, and she means the world to me. She is the bright, shining light in this cloud of pandemic that we've been in. And I look forward to every Friday or every day that we get to spend together. So Kathy, big shout out to you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. And then last, but certainly not least, I'm thankful for my health and my freedom. And so health first and foremost. I mean, I just think it's important to be able to have that. And I'm thankful for it every day. I'm thankful for the ability to walk 18 holes of golf, to get on my spin bike for an hour, to work out with the 40 somethings outside at the gym and still be able to catch up with it or keep up with them. So I'm very thankful for my health. And then I'm really, really thankful for my freedom. If you've listened to this podcast at all, I'm always talking about freedom. My book talks about 10 steps to financial freedom. And freedom is not just financial freedom, but the freedoms that we all have. And I'm really, really thankful for that. I don't take that for granted. I'm thankful that I have the life that I have. I've been given the opportunities that I've been given. And I'm really, really thankful for that. So that's what I wanted to share for you as we head into this Thanksgiving week. I'd love for you to share what you're thankful for. And I hope you spend some time really thinking about those things that you're thankful for. So I will leave it at that. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Stay healthy. And we'll be back next week with another episode of The Breakaway Entrepreneur. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Breakaway Entrepreneur Podcast. If you like the show, please rate, recommend, and review us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts so we can share more actionable insights with the entrepreneur community. Until next time, challenge your mindset, be bold, take action, and financial freedom will follow. You can get helpful resources and templates to guide and inspire you from Janet's free Breakaway Entrepreneur Toolkit. Get it now by going to www.breakawaybusinesscoaching.com/toolkit.